Have you ever wondered what it would be like if the dead could walk among us once more? Let's dive into the eerie world of the undead, the zombies. These creatures of the night have long been a staple of our Halloween celebrations, but where did they come from? The concept of the undead, specifically zombies, has a rich and varied history. They originate from Haitian folklore, where they were once people, reanimated by a powerful sorcerer, stripped of their will, and enslaved. Over the centuries, these tales have evolved and been adopted by different cultures, each adding its own spin to the terrifying narrative. In the early 20th century, the undead made their way into popular culture, and the image of a zombie we all know and fear was born. Shuffling, groaning, and ever hungry for human flesh, these creatures have become a symbol of our deepest fears. The fear of death, of the unknown, and of the unnatural, all wrapped up in one horrifying package. But why have zombies become such a staple of Halloween? Well, Halloween is a celebration of all things spooky and scary. It's a night where we can embrace our fears, play with the idea of the supernatural, and let our imaginations run wild. And what's scarier than the idea of the dead rising from their graves? Zombies embody the horror of the undead. There's something that should be at rest, a finality that has been cruelly interrupted. They represent a violation of the natural order, a terror that goes against everything we understand about life and death. So it's no surprise that they've found a home in our Halloween festivities, where the boundary between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. As we delve deeper into the world of the undead, we begin to see that zombies are not alone. They are but the first wave of a terrifying army, and as the dead rise, they bring with them an army of skeletal warriors. So brace yourselves, for the night is dark and full of terrors. Imagine, if you will, the chilling clatter of bones in the dark. The skeleton, a stark and haunting emblem of Halloween, often stirs a primal fear within us. These bony figures, stripped of all but their skeletal structure, serve as an uncanny reminder of our own mortality. Yet there's something captivating about them. They rattle and dance in the moonlight, their hollow eyes gleaming with an eerie glow. They are the Bone Brigade, marching forth from the depths of our fears, standing as the sentinels of the shadowy realm between life and death. Skeletons have long been symbolic in horror, instilling dread with their stark, bleached bone structure. Their rattling stride, the cold clack of bone on stone, these sounds echo in the dark, sending shivers down our spines. Yet amidst the fear there's a sense of fascination, for the skeleton embodies both our terror and our curiosity about the unknown. But bones and rotting flesh are not the only horrors that lurk in the shadows. Can you feel the delicate touch of 8 legs crawling across your skin? Picture the scene, a dark, silent room where the only movement is the shadowy figure of a spider, weaving its intricate web in the corner. Spiders are often considered the unsung heroes of Halloween, their presence adding a chilling touch to the spooky ambiance. They're the architects of fear, creating their silken masterpieces as a symbol of the season's eerie charm. And let's not forget, their venomous nature enhances their creep factor. From the deadly black widow to the formidable tarantula, each species carries its own unique terror. Our instinctual fear of these 8-legged creatures is deeply rooted in our survival instincts, a primordial dread that heightens the thrill of Halloween. But spiders aren't just about fear, they're also about resilience, patience, and intricate creativity, qualities we can all admire, albeit from a safe distance. Yet, even the spiders flee from the cackling of the witches. Do you know what happens when the moon is full and the witches gather? A veil of mystery and magic shrouds the world, and the witches, with their centuries-old knowledge, become the rulers of the night. Witches have long been a staple of Halloween lore, their silhouettes against the moon a symbol of the season. But who are these women of the shadows, really? They are the bearers of ancient wisdom, the wielders of arcane magic, and the embodiment of a primal fear that stirs in the hearts of mortals. Throughout history, witches have been both revered and reviled, their abilities a source of awe and terror. They were the healers, the seers, the wise women who held the secrets of nature in their hands, yet they were also the scapegoats, blamed for misfortune and disaster, persecuted for their knowledge and their power. But on Halloween, the witches reclaim their power. They step out from the shadows, their broomsticks cutting through the chill autumn air, their laughter echoing in the night. They cast their spells, they brew their potions, they dance in the moonlight. They are the embodiment of the dark and the mysterious, the alluring and the terrifying. In the world of horror, witches hold a special place. They are not just monsters, They are women who dare to own their power, to defy the norms, to embrace the darkness within. Their dark magic is a symbol of their rebellion, their defiance, their strength. It is a reminder that fear is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it is a call to action, a catalyst for change, a spark that ignites the flame of courage. The witches may rule the night, but they are not alone in their spectral company. As the moon sets, other creatures of the night prepare to step into the spotlight, ready to embrace the spirit of Halloween and send shivers down your spine. So, are you ready to meet them? Ever felt a chill run down your spine as if you're not quite alone? Ghosts, those eerie, ethereal entities, have been a prominent part of folklore and tales of the supernatural for centuries. From the ancient specters of Rome to the chilling spirits of Victorian England, these haunting figures continue to captivate our collective imagination. Ghosts, in all their spectral glory, transcend cultures and time, becoming a global phenomenon. They are the whispers in the wind, the creaks in the dead of night, and the fleeting shadows in the corner of our eyes. They are the echoes of lives lived, stories untold, and deeds unfinished. They are, in essence, spectral reminders of our past, chilling us with their timeless presence. Now let's talk about Halloween, the time when the veil between our world and the spirit world is said to be at its thinnest. During this spooktacular celebration, ghosts take center stage, becoming an integral part of the festivities. From ghost-themed decorations to chilling ghost stories shared around crackling bonfires, these spectral entities become a tangible part of our Halloween experiences. The allure of ghosts lies not just in their mysterious nature but also in the fear they inspire. Fear, after all, is a powerful emotion. It can send shivers down our spines, make our hearts race and our palms sweat. This fear, this thrill, is what makes the idea of ghosts so enticing. It's the possibility of the unknown, the thrill of the unseen, and the chill of the unexpected that makes the ghostly presence so riveting. So the next time you feel a sudden chill, see a shadow move out of the corner of your eye, or hear a soft whisper in the silence of the night, remember the spectral reminders of our shared past. Embrace the thrill, the fear, and the mystery that is the essence of these haunting specters. But even the ghosts retreat when the creatures of the night take flight. Can you hear the flapping wings in the darkness, the squeaking in the night? The night is not just a time for rest. It is also the time when creatures of the night come alive. Among these creatures, bats and rats hold a special place in the Halloween and horror narrative. Bats, with their leathery wings and nocturnal habits, are often associated with darkness and mystery. In folklore and mythology, they are linked with creatures of the night, particularly vampires. This connection probably arose from their blood-sucking habits, specifically the vampire bat species. But bats also serve as symbols of intuition, vision, and initiation. Their ability to navigate the night world awakens the ability to perceive the unseen in our lives. Then there are rats, small creatures that inspire large fears. Rats are often associated with decay and disease, partly due to their role in spreading the Black Plague in the 14th century. They are creatures that thrive in the darkest corners and dank cellars, often emerging under the cover of darkness. Their presence is often seen as a bad omen, a harbinger of doom. Yet in some cultures, rats are seen as a symbol of wealth and surplus, a testament to their adaptability and survival instincts. Interestingly, both bats and rats play vital roles in maintaining ecological balance. Bats help control insect populations, while rats are part of the food chain, serving as prey for many predators. Yet because of their nocturnal nature and the fear of the unknown that the night brings, these creatures have been vilified and feared. Halloween, with its focus on the macabre and the eerie, embraces these misunderstood creatures. They become symbols of the holiday, representing the thin line between fear and fascination, life and death, and the known and the unknown. And so, as the night draws to a close, we return to the symbol of Halloween itself. As we embrace the darkness, we also acknowledge the creatures that inhabit it, recognizing their roles in our world and the stories that have sprung from our collective fears and imaginations. Have you ever looked into the glowing eyes of a jack-o'-lantern and wondered what secrets it holds? If you have, then you're not alone. Pumpkins, those humble gourds, take center stage every Halloween, transformed into eerie sentinels by the flickering candlelight within. As jack-o'-lanterns, they serve as a beacon in the night, keeping at bay the spirits that roam free on All Hallows' Eve. But this tradition holds more than just a spooky tale. It is a nod to the harvest, a celebration of the bounty that autumn brings. The pumpkin's round orange visage is a mirror to the setting autumn sun, a symbol of the changing seasons and the cycle of life and death. It's a reminder that even as we revel in the macabre, there is beauty and continuity in nature's rhythms. And so we have journeyed through the night, facing the horrors and wonders of Halloween. So, do you feel the chill of Halloween, the thrill of the horrors we've discussed? Let's take a moment to recapitulate. We've journeyed through the undead's birth, where the walking corpses known as zombies come to life. Then we marched with the Bone Brigade, skeletons clattering in the moonlit night. We felt the shivers as creepy crawlies, spiders and rats skittered across our path. We've tasted the potent witch's brew, filled with mystery and magic, and met the haunting specters, ghosts that wail in the wind. We've encountered the creatures of the night, bats flitting in the shadows, and grinned back at the jack-o'-lanterns, their faces carved with ghoulish delight. Each of these elements weave together to create the unique tapestry of Halloween, a night of fright and delight. Remember, Halloween is a time of fear but also of celebration. Embrace the horror, for it is all in good fun. Until next time, sleep tight and don't let the bedbugs bite.